morning and welcome to episode 784 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, October 1st, 2021. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. We got Mark, Pat, Wes, and I'm Will. We're here to talk with you today about a truckload of trending news. I'm talking about every trending story on the map, some Florida man, and also some voicemails and reviews.
Nothing escaped us today.
Yeah, it's almost too much.
Yeah,
it really is. We got
this show's usually pretty long.
Friday. It's going to be another long one. We got Cup of Coffee in the Big Time. Then we got a lightning round. Then we got TikTok International Moment, which is taking us all over the place. And then voicemails and reviews. So also trivia is tonight. Send in the card tier, patreon.com/heartfactor if you want to join trivia. It's so fucking fun. It starts at 9 p.m. Eastern. Online trivia, just remote, super fun time.
So this is the best day possible. I mean, I guess it's one day late, but this is the best day possible to join the Patreon. patreon.com/heartfactor. It's the first of the month, so you get the full value. It's
full
the
month.
Friday. It's if you get in today, you can join the trivia. Like Will said, we also Pat just launched the 16-leg NFL parlay, which is like the most electric thing. For like a couple bucks a week, you can enter a chance to win $1 million if we hit. Like, and obviously that's a long shot, but so is playing like the Mega Millions. And this is you get to watch the NFL games instead of watching like a ball come out of a thing. And
we tested the form for Pat
great.
Right now before the show, and it worked great.
We're alive. This week we have $1 million. We could win $983,000 if we hit.
If it's fucking electric, bro.
Yeah.
And everyone just tossed in $4.
And if more people play, then it's like $2 because it's capped at $64. You can't do more than that.
Is that enough to buy Jewfish Island and turn it into Hive Island?
It's right around there. I think it was like 1.2.
Okay.
I think it was like 1.3.
So we could buy it and put a little structure on it as well.
Yeah, and it's going to be that, or I'm going to need
Lazy
your
River,
social security number for pay, because I'm not carrying this tax burden, okay?
But I mean, this is the fucking time. This is the time to join patreon.com/heartfactor. This is the best time.
It is indeed. It is indeed. Parlay plus trivia equals fun. We're going to talk more gambling in the Cup of Coffee. Anything else, fellas, before we hop in? No.
Oh, I was going to tell you about my Subway experience.
That's right.
I don't know if you guys. I had what is I consider like a 4-leaf clover in the restaurant takeout industry happen to me, where you walk into a takeout place and the two guys that are on shift, they finally match up and neither of them give a fuck. So I went to Subway and I walk in with my son and they're blasting hip hop, like the N word is flying, the F word is flying, bitch is flying, and they're just bopping in there. And they make me a foot-long sandwich, a 6-inch, and I get a large drink and a bag of chips. And he charges me. He's at the register. He doesn't give a fuck. He's throwing meat on the sandwich any way he wants to, and he charges me. He charges me $8.47 for all that.
Seems about right.
A foot long, a 6-inch, and a drink and chips.
And chips, yeah. It should have been like $13, $14.
No, it should have been like $20.
Yeah.
Did he ask you if you were paying cash before he rang you up?
He did not ask me. And the tip screen popped up. I gave him a 20% tip. Said thank you, sir.
That's the move.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. They don't give a shit about Subway. So when you give 50% off your meal, it's like kind of like you're obligated to cash tip at that point, or tip. Yeah. Smart.
We walk out to the car and my son's like, Dad, I heard the N word really loud in there like 3 times, and I was like, I know, me too. They were grooving.
That's crazy, son. But they have cheap sandwiches. So.
Yeah, we're gonna go back tomorrow. Maybe.
You're gonna hear it again tomorrow, son.
Yeah.
It is nice when that happens, Wes.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Very nice. So. All right, let's do the news. Cup of Coffee in the Big Time is up first.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
Holidays, history, and trending news. But first, a fun fact. You are at least 10 times more likely to be bitten by a fellow human while in New York City than you are to be bitten by a shark anywhere in the world.
Whoa, that's a great fun fact.
Who the fuck
Yeah.
came up with that?
a little
How do you-
misleading.
That's
Yeah.
stats. That's just the stats.
So
That's
someone went
police
and
reports.
checked all of the bite reports from hospitals, every single hospital and emergency care in New York City, every single one of them, and then
Yeah.
did the math, and then they did the cross.
Well, New York
with
City
every
keeps-
single shark attack.
They keep stats. New York City keeps stats on number of human to human bites, and
we all
obviously
know
they
their
keep shark
stats
bite.
are accurate in New York too.
Oh, well, no, good point. But that does make sense, right? This is open source data probably because it's like there's certain things that are considered a public health risk incidents. And I guess one of them is when a human bites another
think
human.
it's
and
inaccurate.
probably why it's public.
Yeah, you could get rabies that way for sure.
Yeah.
If the human is rabid.
Yeah, and the shark bites are just easy. I mean, those are just kept pretty rigorously throughout the world.
What kind of damage are we talking about with the bites? Is this like back to the pit bull thing? Are we talking about like career
10 times
bites
more
from
likely.
humans?
It sounds
Yeah,
like
okay.
humans are way more deadly than pit bulls.
Not as damaging as a
No,
shark
not nearly
bite,
as
but-
damaging as a shark bite. No.
No, but
How many humans have killed? Literally got vampires in New York. How many humans have killed someone?
They
with
got
a bite?
crazy people in New York.
I mean,
that's
just as scary though, probably.
And it's more damaging to your ego. Totally.
getting
And
bit
like
by another man.
probably having more trauma. More PTSD or less PTSD, man to shark. What do you think?
Charlie,
Depends.
he bit me.
You're not
Depends
going
on
on
how
the
bad
same
the shark
walk
gets
route, and you're not going in the same ocean.
More trauma from a shark bite.
Yeah, just
Right, but
more
you can, like-
physical trauma. Mental trauma, though, I'm not sure.
You can keep your distance from a shark pretty easy. You can't keep your distance from the Big Apple because it calls.
Right.
I would take a human bite 100 times out of 100 over a shark bite, and I
Me
would
too.
still stay in the same city if I had to. Yeah,
You change up your walk route though.
yeah, just go a different route.
Just depends on the kind of shark. I think I'd take a bull shark over a human, but I would not take a great white over a
Wait,
human.
they can rip your fucking calf off those things.
Tiger shark, bull shark, something like that. You're more
Lemon
survivable
shark.
than a great white. Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyways. Holidays, October 1st. International Music Day, International Coffee Day, which is 2 days after Coffee Day in the USA. So, don't know why they do that. Why do they do that where we have a day slightly off the rest of the world?
It's
Because their
because,
coffee's
it's because your
better,
day
they think.
source is
Yeah.
weird.
No,
That's
it's
why.
no, legit. This is a legit one. International Coffee Day is 2
Got him.
days after the USA.
Got 'em. I think it's because they think their coffee's better in Europe.
Think.
Yeah, they don't.
I mean,
National Walk Your Dog Day, Willy Wonka Day, World Smile Day, and World Vegetarian Day. So
all right.
rounds it out.
Vibing out. Yeah, we don't drink any. I mean, like Colombian roast coffee, right? Like Spanish coffee. Like there's not. We're not known for our coffee over here, man.
French roast.
Yeah, French
Italian
press,
roast, French
right,
press,
yeah.
Italian roast. Yeah, I get it, but that's
I don't
why.
like how it's big here 2 days before it's big everywhere else. It's stupid. I don't like that. Do coffee all on the same day.
They don't want to be lumped in with us Hulkamaniacs drinking our shit coffee.
Yeah, with our French vanilla fucking, you know, creamers.
Starbucks is pissed to them.
Yeah, I mean, but they all drink Starbucks though. Starbucks is still like the most popular coffee internationally.
In a pinch, they'll drink it, but
I'm sure they drink it all the time. It's the dominant chain. I don't understand.
Not at
why
a
we'd
dinner
have it
party.
separate.
Not in
today-
Italy.
not in
Today
Italy.
in history, yeah, not in Italy, you're right. Today in history, September 30th. A bad day for a lot of people. In 331 BC, Alexander the Great killed the Persian Empire entirely at the Battle of Gaugamela. So he just put an end to it. In 1800, Napoleon got Spain to give the Louisiana Territory to France, who eventually sold it to Thomas Jefferson 3 years later. Spain had the Louisiana Territory from Louisiana to Montana and San Diego, and they just left it, just gave it up.
Idiots.
It's got to burn still to this day. Has to.
Fucking idiots,
That was
man.
the worst that was the worst trade until Babe Ruth.
Yeah. Speaking of, we're talking about him in a second. 1890, Yosemite National Park was created. 1932, Mark, Babe Ruth called his shot against the Cubs in Game 3 of the World Series. And then in 1961, what is that? 29 years later, Roger Maris hit his 61st home run, breaking the Babe's record. All
On the same day,
September 30th.
October. Oh shit!
Or October 1st.
October 1st.
October
yeah,
1st, sorry.
Yeah.
He also married Marilyn Monroe. Let's talk about the big accomplishment in Roger Maris's career. Pretty impressive.
That is
really?
very impressive. Mm-hmm. Very impressive. And these are all October 1st. Sorry, I said it's September 30th.
Called marrying a floozy, accomplishment, I guess.
Oh, we talk about because John F. Kennedy and.
Well, I mean, Marilyn Monroe's like
maybe
one of the hottest of all time.
Easily. On the cover of the first Playboy, you got beef, Wes?
I mean,
yeah, she's a floozy.
She's like Helen of she's like Helen of Troy. He had tunnels created to get to her.
Yeah.
It's like Maris is a cuck is what Wes is saying.
That's what he's saying.
Figure out your type,
Home
Wes.
run record and huge cuck, Roger Maris.
Listen, I'm not going to marry him.
It's a moving target.
All right, another bad day in history. 1949, October 1st, the People's Republic of China was established in Beijing. The Communist People's Liberation Army and their dynamic leader, Mao Zedong, who had killed countless people, proclaimed the establishment of the People's Republic of China on this day in 1949. Pat's got the Morpheus shades on now. Nice.
Do you guys think the term for calling your dick a dong is like it's just Mao Zedong, right? It's got to be Mao Zedong influence.
Because he's such a jerk. He's such a dick.
Right. I don't know. I'm curious.
Dong came from it. Yeah.
Zedong is awesome last name.
I'll Google.
Comes
dong
from ding
origins.
dong, I think.
Yeah.
Etymology of dong.
Yeah.
Zedong. In 1975, bad day for Joe Frazier. He got beat in the Thriller in Manila by Muhammad Ali. And then in 2017, really bad day, the date of the Las Vegas shooting on the Country Music Festival. So truly a horrible day as well. So October 1st, like pretty much, like for some people, it's good. For a lot of people, pretty bad day in history. Got to say.
Yeah, it's not great.
No. But let's move it on to the trending news of today, 2021. The McRibb trended because it's coming back November 1st, a month from now. McDonald's is doing it again, guys.
Send in the car. Send in the car.
You think that's because they're like in trouble again, Wes?
Could be. I don't know what's going on over there. I mean, I will say I had the best,
How do you
burger
not
and
know
fries
what's
I've ever had.
going on over there?
Wow. Listen, it always tasted the same to me for the last however long I've been eating it, so I don't think they're in any trouble, and I'm excited when they think they're in trouble.
Yeah.
Good.
Why did you ask Wes?
Well, because Wes is the
McDonald's
expert.
in trouble.
The
No, I know
first
he's the
time we did the McRib story, he says because they're in trouble.
He's the McDonald's. Oh, he said that. Okay, he's the McDonald's expert. I just knew that Wes was going to say that they're not in trouble.
Yeah, no,
Well, in
they're
his
not.
mind, they're not.
Yeah,
in trouble.
in his
I
mind,
just don't
yeah.
know if he heard anything. If he heard anything on this last drive-through trip.
It would go in one ear out the other. He doesn't want to hear negative things about McDonald's. He's not going to process that.
No, they closed down to remodel right now. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
If a McDonald's is closed down, that means
coming
they're coming
back
back
bigger and better.
Bigger and better, yeah.
How hot were those fries, Wes?
I couldn't even hold them, Pat.
Oof.
I said,
That's
yeah.
how you want them.
Sounds delicious.
Sweating.
Other honorable mentions. Venom, Let There Be Carnage trended again because the reviews are in and they say it's not great. 59% from the critics before it was released today.
Damn.
I'd still see it, but it's only available in theaters, so probably not going to make it with the baby. You guys going to see it?
Well, not
Yeah,
now.
Cam wants to see it.
Nice. Well, tell us how it is, Wes.
But we'll see James Bond, which is coming out around the same time. Oh, that's coming out in like 2 weeks, I think.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Get
Well,
my
yeah,
ass
Venom's
there.
out now as of time of the
I'll
of
wait.
taping.
I'll wait till Bond, which is like 2.5 hours. It comes out in like a week or so.
Nice. Yeah. Who do you think should be the next James Bond? That was another trending topic, actually. Idris Elba, Fassbender, Cavill, or another person
I think
was in there.
this sounds weird, man, but I think John Krasinski is going to get a play at it. I know you think it's left field.
Oh
I know you think it's left field.
That's so bad. I hope
He's
they
not
go with
handsome
that.
enough.
I hope they go
No,
with
he's
that
not.
to just tank the franchise. That would be hilarious.
Come on.
He's definitely handsome enough, dude.
No, he's
No,
not.
He's not British enough either.
He wasn't happy enough. He wasn't handsome enough to play Jack Ryan.
He's Ronaldo handsome, okay?
No, he's not. He's Jim from The Office. He's also American. He shouldn't be James Bond.
It's called acting, Will.
Yeah, he's
Chris
not that
Pratt
great at it.
Was that chunky guy from Parks and Rec until he became fucking Chris Pratt.
He doesn't try to play fucking James Bond, does he?
I bet he does, actually. I bet because he's number 2 on my list of likely James Bonds.
Oh God.
He's way handsomer than Krasinski.
It's true. He does look better. That's sad, Pat, if those are the top 2. I really hope it's one of the British guys.
Let's move on.
Yeah, number 3.
Idris Elba, who knows? Okay.
Number 3. We got more federal DC government trends like all the time. Since it happens all the time, just going to call these around the hill because, bring back a little throwback there. Mansion trending again, as always, constantly. The government shutdown was avoided by a Senate bill also passed by the House on Thursday that will fund the government until December 3rd. That bill also helps with Afghan resettlement in the United States to our Afghan allies who made it out, floods and wildfires a little bit. But there's still the debt limit to deal with that will default by October 18th. And, of course, the fact that Manchin is not giving in on the budget reconciliation package still. And as we're recording, he probably got the vote he wanted on the infrastructure bill in the House that's allegedly supposed to pass it late Thursday night while we're recording. So now you see why I've been calling him President Manchin this whole time, because he's just kind of bullying people and getting his way with everything.
He's not Joe Littlehouse,
Yeah.
It's true. It's not Joe Shack.
Yeah, Manchin seems to be just, he's the belle of the ball right now. Also what's up?
He said he's talking about liberals like he's, not part of them. So
he gave a big talk saying that he's never been a liberal. I think his point is he's a Democrat. Not a liberal.
Right.
Difference.
True.
Next trend around the hill is FINSTA, which you guys can probably guess what FINSTA is just by the spelling of it. But I'll have you watch Senator Blumenthal from New York get it explained to him by somebody from Facebook who was testifying before the Senate.
Will you commit to ending FINSTA?
Senator, again, let me explain. We don't actually do FINSTA. What FINSTA refers to is young people setting up accounts where they want to have more privacy. You refer to it as privacy from their parents. What in my interaction with teens, what I found is that they sometimes like to have an account where they can interact just with a smaller group of friends.
Well, FINSTA is one of your products or services. We're not talking here about Google or Apple. It's Facebook, correct?
FINSTA is slang for a type of account.
Okay,
it's
will
not,
you end
not
that type of account?
He doesn't get it at all.
He doesn't understand what burner accounts are at all.
No, he doesn't have any concept of what.
Why
you're
do you
fucking
have
talking
this
about.
malicious type of account available?
Such bad tape.
I mean, they're all lawyers, right? All of them are fucking lawyers. They've all been in this position before where an aide has come over and been like, hey, you're a smart guy or gal. Here's the information.
He doesn't understand how websites work at all.
This is why we need some younger people in politics, because some people you can talk FINSTA for hours, which is this very simply a burner account, and he's never going to get it. He just stop doing it is what he
doesn't understand that you can't ask a free web service to shut down people from signing up. He doesn't. Obviously they have stuff in place to get rid of burners once they're discovered. Yeah. If they're abusing it's crazy that he doesn't get it.
You can't talk technology to that guy.
No, Blumenthal doesn't get it. No, not at all. Sorry, Blumenthal. Sorry, New York, State of New York, Senator. Shout out to Scott Snyder, listener. He sent us a quote from New York Governor, keeping in New York, Kathy Hochul, who said God wants people to be vaccinated. So, interesting new spin on the vaccine debate there.
A lot of people using God. We had the lady that brought her into the bedroom.
Right. I guess New York governor speaks with them. She knows
it's hard to argue
vaccines.
with. It's kind of a great take, just because God told me to.
Saying that you speak with the divine and that he's told you what he wants.
Who's going to question
he or
it,
she,
bro?
or I'm sure everybody will. Because you sound
Not
like a kind of crazy.
Though. Yeah.
No, publicly.
We do on the show. We're doing it right now.
Right now.
I respect that stripper lady's religious freedoms. Yeah. I believe her.
So you're saying that Kathy Hochul's like the visit of Moroni she saw from the golden tablets?
Can't prove her wrong, bro.
I guess not. And finally, in Around the Hill, Cenk Uygur, or whatever his name is, from the Young Turks, said he'd end Joe Rogan in a fight, completely unprovoked. He was just quote tweeting somebody who challenged him to say mean stuff to Joe's face, and then he escalated that to saying that he would end Joe Rogan in a fight.
Beat an 80-year-old man.
So I'm pissed about this.
This guy is a weirdo.
I'm pissed about this, man.
Because Joe Rogan would kick his ass, probably.
I DM'd him and asked
Joe
him
Rogan, not Joe Biden. Okay.
if he wanted to fight Alex Jones. I DM'd him and I asked him, Sank, and I got crickets. And then I DM'd his nephew, Hassan, and was like, hey, would your uncle fight Alex Jones? I got crickets. And now he's out there. He got the opportunity to fucking fight. And now he's out there, and he didn't say shit back. And now
why would
he's
he
out there
not
saying,
fight Jones, who probably he could beat up, but he would fight Joe Rogan, who
has
can't.
combat experience.
Rogan would
He
destroy him.
trains. So
Rogan
he
would
trains in all
absolutely kick his
disciplines,
ass.
jiu-jitsu and wrestling and boxing. So does Senk have any?
No, he just says, I fought my whole life. That's his claim.
Oh.
He claims he's fought his
He's
whole
from
life.
the streets. He's tough. Got
Yes,
it.
he's street smart. He knows how to beat Joe Rogan's
That doesn't
ass,
work
apparently.
with 25 years of professional training.
Right, with a guy who wrestles every day to train.
Yeah.
What?
He hasn't fought since he's 15.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan's sparring every day.
And I won then, and I'll win now. Yeah.
This is mean, but if you looked up guys who are likely to have a heart attack in
Sink
the dictionary, he has that exact body type. If you've never seen this guy, imagine the guy.
He looks like me. That'd be like Hard Factor Will saying that he could kick Joe Rogan's ass.
But
in
he
his
has
current shape.
He has a more heart attack body than you. Even more
He
like
runs circles around me.
Yeah, it's a
It's
heart
like
attack.
that Iranian chesty. Yeah, the
Hairy.
heart's like right pushed up and high. Yeah.
Yep.
He's like an old boxer wrestler with the unitard, but his chest is very pronounced.
Incredibly, he's standing behind it. I think he just wants the attention because, like, he hasn't deleted it. He,
Chesty
like I said,
fella.
he escalated it from no challenge from Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan has not.
Well, this is what he wants, though. We're all talking about it.
Yeah, he
This
just
is what
wants
he
the
wants.
attention.
This is what he wanted. Will.
They have a surprisingly, and I like the Young Turks, some of the stuff they do, but they have a surprisingly low viewership, like really low.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all, actually. Number 2, let's move it on because the Young Turks can be kind of boring. Super Bowl halftime show was announced on Thursday, and it's going to be sick. It's got Dr. Dre, Kendrick Lamar, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, and Snoop Dogg.
Whoa.
And it's at the new LA Stadium, too.
Now
SoFi
that
Stadium.
is the new LA Stadium is sick, too.
It's going to be awesome.
I wish I was rich and powerful. That would be a fun event.
That would be a super fucking fun show to see
Super
live.
Bowl in LA
Yeah,
with all
halftime.
those people.
Brand new stadium. Speaking of
nice.
the old pigskin, fellas, let's talk about the action that's coming up this weekend. If you didn't get in on the 16-team parlay, don't worry. I got all the spreads for the notable games on Saturday and Sunday coming
We're gonna
at
go
you.
through every game.
No, all the notable games.
That's a long list.
Yeah.
No, all the notable games. No, this is not every game. I wish we could. We don't have time. First up, college football. Number 8, Arkansas is plus 18.5 against number 2, Georgia. The over-under is set at 48.5. Arkansas is pretty good this year. I could see them potentially covering that. I don't know. You guys have an opinion on it?
You
I
trolling
don't know-
us reading
Yeah,
the
I don't know
spread.
why we're doing this.
Because you guys like to gamble, right?
Not everyone that listens likes to gamble.
Oh, why not? Number 14, Michigan's a 1.5 dog against Wisconsin. Over-under set at 43.5. That's a pretty good one. Number 7, Cincinnati versus number 9, Notre Dame, who's a 1.5 dog. I think Notre Dame's pretty good odds right there. Over-under set at 50.5.
I like Notre Dame too. Yeah.
Number 21, Baylor is 3.5-point dogs against number 19, Oklahoma State. I'd just take the over 47.5. Both those teams are pretty good. Boston College, surprising 14.5 dogs and money line
Clemson's
plus
not beating
500
Clemson's not beating anyone by 14
against
points.
struggling number 25 Clemson. Just take note of that. And number 22 Auburn plus 3.5 dogs to at home LSU. Over under 55.5 on Saturday night in Death Valley with TJ Finley, Auburn's quarterback, back playing for Auburn now. He
Well,
used to be
let's
on
move it
LSU
along. Let's
against
move it
Max
along,
Johnson.
Will. It's not a sports show.
Gotta love it. You know what, Mark? Why don't you calm down? Because we also got to talk about NFL bets, where the Chiefs are going against the Eagles, who are 7-point dogs.
Take the Chiefs in the points.
54.5 over in the Chiefs. Browns versus the Vikings, 2-point dogs. I think the Vikings are pretty hot right now. Over
2-point dogs. That's surprising.
Yeah, well, the Browns have a better record. Washington football team against Atlanta. Atlanta's a 1-point dog. That's a pretty good toss-up. I think Washington football team takes it. Cardinals, 3.5-point dogs against the Rams, over under 55. Seahawks, 3-point dogs against the Niners, over under 52. Ravens, surprising 1-point dogs against the Broncos, over under 45. And the Raiders, 3.5-point dogs against the Chargers, over under 52. I think the Ravens and the Vikings are pretty good underdogs in the NFL. All right. That
Those
was
could change pretty quickly.
That was probably the most upsetting couple minutes I've ever seen for Mark on the show. Hope you're okay. We're moving along to number one, the cream of the crop today.
The cream of the crop!
It's Fat Bear Week, guys.
Yes.
So it's Friday. I try to end on a happy trend, and there's no trend happier than Fat Bear Week. It trended earlier this week because it started on Thursday, September 29th, and it runs through October 5th. You may think this is a celebration of the Hard Factor podcast with a name like Fat Bear Week, but no, it's a celebration of the bears of Katmai National Park in Alaska who have gone from super skinny after hibernating to getting extra thick, ready for the winter to go into hibernation again very soon. So first up, I want to give you guys a look at what you do here. Here's a look at my boy Otis, who I voted for today. He's going up against some unnamed bear. See there,
Who's
Otis
480. Who's number 480?
That's Otis. He's a beast. Look, no, because he started so
like he has
skinny.
Oh,
he started
okay,
so
okay,
skinny
okay,
after
okay.
hibernation.
Oh,
and look
man,
how
he
big he
beefed
got.
up. Yeah,
look
he
how big he got. The other guy
The other guy didn't do anything.
hibernation. Yeah,
The
exactly.
other guy barely gained any weight.
Right.
Holy shit.
So this is Fat Bear Week. You see how fat bears have gotten. It's a celebration of how they've prepared for hibernation.
I'm so glad you did this. My wife sent me this article. I forgot to tell you guys this. This is the best thing since sliced bread. It's like the bears are about to hibernate and they're just huge now. It's like they did Fat Boy Summer. Like it proves
bears
that
do
Fat
every
Boy
year.
Summer, so
That's
they do
their.
it-
We actually now live the bear lifestyle.
Yes.
Yeah. So. Which makes sense for body types and everything, like I was mentioning earlier. Otis is my favorite. That's who I voted for today. I think I'm going to vote for him the whole entire way through. But you could check out your favorite yourself. New matchups are available every day of the entire Fat Bear Week. You can go to explore.org/fat-bear-week. And the voting takes place noon to 9 p.m. Eastern all week, so all the way until October 5th. As the tournament progresses, you can also download a bracket and fill it out March Madness style. Here's the current bracket, fellas. You can see that Walker and Grazer have already moved on. I voted for Otis earlier.
When's his matchup?
He's against some no-name bear. Otis
So
is a
tomorrow?
Otis is a three-time champ, by the way, guys.
Oh, is he?
Otis has got some juice.
He knows where all the berries are.
Well, he looks like what's his name from fucking amateur from The Machinist, and then like he beefs up like the
Christian
guy
Bale?
Christian
he
Bale?
looks like he has a Christian Bale attitude.
He does. He
Yeah.
does. And he really takes it to the limits. He gets super fat and super skinny. You got to love Fat Bear Week. And that's today's cup of coffee in the big time, which was brought to you by Crowd Health. Have you ever looked at your health plan and thought, man, those are some high monthly bills to still have a high deductible on top of that? If I get hurt or whatever, maybe you have insurance but barely use it. Maybe you need coverage but think you just can't afford it. Sadly, all of those are pretty common situations in America these days. You either go uninsured or pay through the nose for a high deductible plan with questionable coverage. But that's where Crowd Health comes in. This new service isn't health insurance. It's a better way to pay for medical expenses. Crowd Health lowers your monthly healthcare costs, and you can see any doctor you want. Use their app. Find nearly any doctor in the country ranked from 1 to 5 stars on there. Boom, get in there and go to the doctor. Crowd Health is able to offer amazing prices because of its community of health-conscious members, but they have an amazing offer just for our listeners. Get your first 6 months for just $99 per month to pay for healthcare services. That's a savings of almost 50% versus their standard pricing and a lot less than one of those crappy high deductible plans. Just go to joincrowdhealth.com/99, the numerals 99, or the numbers, joincrowdhealth.com/99, and enter code HARDFACTOR, all one word, at sign up. That's joincrowdhealth.com/99, promo code HARDFACTOR. Crowd Health is not health insurance. It's a community-powered alternative. Terms and conditions may apply.
Oh, yeah. Let's take it to a lightning round real quick. What do you guys say about that? Any thoughts? Any thoughts? Okay. 96-year-old German woman who fled on Thursday before standing trial on charges of aiding and abetting murders in a Nazi concentration camp has been found and will be brought to the court, which is pretty great. She fled. She's been found. Local authorities say they were lucky. locating the fugitive nonagenarian 600 yards from her home. Telling authorities said, quote, "We got lucky. By the weekend, she could have been a half a mile from here." Frederique Millerhoff, spokesperson at the court in Idaho, told CNN by phone, "The woman been located by German police," adding that local authorities are now assessing whether she's able to serve a printed sentence. Right, because she might not be alive, 96 years old.
No, she's not going to prison.
Yeah, she's not going to prison. Okay, sorry I butchered that German accent. Wasn't planning on it, and I thought I might as well read it in German.
It's always,
stupid. It's
fucking
stupid.
These trials of the old people, it's just like they've gotten away with it for so long. Why even like televise it or put the information out?
Because the people died in the Holocaust. That's why.
They're like, oh, we're bringing them to justice, but we're not.
You know what they should do? This might affect them and like put them to an early grave of a few years. Is bring in their next generation of like their children and like embarrass them in front of their children.
Right, show them what a monster grandma was.
Yep.
They could kill one of the kids.
Well, I guess that's the point of publicizing it. Right?
Yeah, I think that's it. Is just like to bring.
But is it really doing anything?
Shame upon the family.
I don't think it's really doing anything when they get off scot-free every time.
At 96, she doesn't care.
Which because they're 96 or 98, they just send her back home. They're like,
they probably should have done something a long time ago.
Right? Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's like kind of weird.
Yeah.
How long did it take her to flee? That's what I want to know. All right.
A long time. Pack your bag.
Gotta get my keys and my teeth. Hometown heroes and insulation pioneers, Yeti coolers, took advantage of the gigantic billboard that sits atop their Austin, Texas headquarters at the base of the Congress Street Bridge to troll Austin's newest billionaire, Elon Musk. Yeah, the billboard, which features a picture of a beautiful tree-lined valley in front of a snowy mountainscape, reads, "See space, save billions." So talking about space outside, not space up there. The billboard wasn't only directed at Emperor Musk, though. It was also a shot at big, bald billionaire Bezos, who moved his Blue Origin headquarters to Van Horn, Texas. And haters is probably the last thing Bezos needs right now, after news this week broke that Elon Musk had overtaken Bezos yet again as the world's richest man. And Elon has reportedly sent Jeff a silver medal with a note enclosed that said, "Really, you waited too long, Jeff. Now if you try to regrow your hair, people will know." It's tough.
That's a good taunt. That's a good taunt. I love Yeti, right? Obviously, they're from Austin. They make incredible products, but I don't know if I'd put an image of snow up. Like you could use any cooler in the Rockies. It's already cold outside.
That's a really great point, Mark.
Like, why would you put up a huge image of a freezing area for a cooler company?
Good point.
I was just down there doing like a photo shoot, and that place, like they've turned it into like a hangout spot. That store now, people go there
huge, dude,
and they sit and they drink beer and coffee and whatever at like a cooler store. That's what they're doing.
It's been that way.
It's enormously successful. They have people making six figures left and right over there. Like it's
I love Yeti too. It's amazing.
Yeah, fun fact. I got to work on their first commercial ever years and years and years ago, and those dudes, it's amazing to see how successful they've gotten, but they had no idea. They were just like, man, these coolers fucking suck. And then they got injection molded coolers from China, and no one had done that before, and they totally dominated. It's pretty dope.
Damn.
Pretty awesome. Small business. Okay, the Sopranos prequel movie, The Many Saints of Newark, is due out today and in theaters on HBO Max, all that stuff. And the whole Sopranos crew is pressing the flesh of the press, including Bruce Springsteen's guitar player, Little Steven Van Zandt, who isn't in the new movie, but he did play Silvio on the Sopranos TV series for a long time. And he has a new memoir out this week in which he details a crippling addiction that he suffered during his time on the road in the 1970s. But it wasn't heroin or coke that got Little Steven off. It was getting off. Little Steven explained in his new book that in the middle 70s, he, quote, developed a temporary addiction to Ménage à trois.
Nice.
Continuing, quote...
Good addiction.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty good.
It's one of the better ones.
I know. Look at that. Continuing to say, quote, It was a real sexually liberated time. They may have called me Little Steven on stage, but when it came to the bedroom, I was Big Steven.
Whoa.
All right. I mean, good for him.
Steve.
Yeah.
Thanks, Steven.
Just really
If
rubbing
you-
it in.
if
His
you can
big
get
dick was
addicted-
shoving in all sorts of holes and
Addicted
Yeah.
to two chicks at the same time and fill the addiction. I mean, that's pretty good stretch for old little Steven there.
You're not saying that you're addicted to it if you can't ever get it, right? Like, you
But
can't
what if the
do
guy was
heroin
addicted
once,
to it and he couldn't get it?
right? And then
That'd
say
be a
you're
horrible
junkie.
situation.
Yeah, too much.
All right, guys. Finally, the Justice Department filed a lawsuit on Wednesday challenging Texas' abortion ban, and their argument was the way that the ban affects interstate commerce gives the United States authority to bring a lawsuit challenging it. And Texas Attorney General, securities fraud suspect, and winner of the politician whose press photo makes you think of the word roofie the fastest, Ken Paxton. He shot back at this ludicrous argument saying, quote, "If anything, the act is stimulating rather than obstructing interstate travel," pointing to an increase in Texas women who are seeking abortions by traveling to Kansas and Oklahoma to obtain the procedure. And in other news, Ken Paxton has been accused of taking a bribe from the gas station and beef jerky lobbies of America.
he's put him back up. Is he Beck Bennett's dad
Dude,
from
look
SNL?
how creepy is
He
this
kind
photo?
of does look like Beck Bennett,
If he
doesn't
was like bigger, Beck Bennett should play him. Because
wow, they look
They look
so
identical.
similar.
yeah.
It makes you think of Roofie, though, right?
Yeah, it's-
how
together.
soon after it gets up does date rape pop in your
No,
head?
he looks like Beck Bennett roofied himself. I mean,
Yes.
that's what Ken Paxton looks like.
He looks like Beck Bennett out on the town roofing people. I
Man.
think that's his name.
I think it's so hilarious that Paxton has literally been on trial essentially for securities fraud forever, and he just keeps being able to delay it because he's the fucking attorney general.
Well, also because the I believe the court that tries that case is like in his hometown, like he just like the judges just keep hooking him up forever.
Yeah, well, exactly. Well, that's what we just talked about. How judges are above the law. The attorney general and the judge. I mean, that's
they got
a
it. They
job
got
where
it
you can
under
get away
control.
with murder, literally. Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
in this
you're
case,
above the
it's
law.
securities
Right,
exchange
but anything-
violations.
anything.
I think for the most
you get away
part.
with anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. But South Dakota guy, Ravensburg. I mean, you can literally just get away with murder if you're the attorney general.
Pretty good gig.
It's good to be the king lawyer. A couple corrections on that segment. Stephen did have a menage a trois. Didn't say that he was ever called Big Steven. And
that was a joke you made.
Elon Musk did send a silver medal to Bezos, but we don't know what was inscribed on the note. So
He really did.
he really did.
I'd like to think it was
What a cocky
the
bastard.
hair note. Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously Paxton is in the pocket of big beef jerky and gas stations. Guys, that segment was brought to you by our partners, Roman. So it's technically the fall, winter, but let's be honest, for your dong, it's about to be spring, summer. People are getting out there, and they're getting in there. And I'm thinking you might want to be ready, Roman ready. I don't know if you've been in a relationship. I don't know if you're getting out there and mingling, picking up one of these dating apps, fresh out the house with your post-vaccine, post-pandemic, whatever. But it's time. And when the moment arises, you're going to need some help from Roman. Go to getroman.com/hardfactor now and talk to a U.S. licensed healthcare professional who can take care of all your potential needs. With Roman, you can get a free online evaluation and ongoing care for ED, all from the comfort and privacy of your own home. So if it ain't swinging like it used to and you wish it was, you don't need to be embarrassed about it. All you got to do is go to getroman.com, talk to a healthcare professional, bam, and you're in business. Roman ready equals confidence. I'm talking about the confidence that you know you can rise to the occasion at any moment. A U.S. licensed healthcare professional will work with you to find the best treatment plan. If medication is appropriate, it ships to you free. 2-day shipping. That's crazy. It's straightforward, convenient, discreet. And getting started is simple. So just go to getroman.com/hardfactor, completely online visit. Take care of your ED without leaving home. And look, if you don't have ED, they got lots of other cool stuff like cold sore cover-up situations to suppress that issue.
Hair loss prevention.
Oh, man, hair loss prevention and
Swipes.
wipes. The wipes probably the most important thing because let's be honest, ED comes and goes for men, but premature ejaculation is pretty much a constant, and Roman solved it.
Let's slow it down.
Slow it down. It's like having 6 beers, right? But you're sober. So get Roman.com/hardfactor today. If you're prescribed, you get $15 off your first month of ED treatment. And make sure you're Roman ready.
They're heroes over there. That's what they are.
They do good things.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
That's right. Today we're going to do a little bit more of a local international moment, but we do have, so we're going to go to Spain, then we're going to go to Florida, and then we're going to go to Michigan, okay? First, let's get the international stuff out of the way. To Spain we go, which I have heard is just a lovely destination. Talk about going to Spain all the time. Never actually do it.
In Spain.
She reigns in Spain, Kathy Ireland. But I got to tell you, it doesn't sound.
Wes has wanted to go there since that Sports Illustrated.
I think that might be it. Spain looks pretty nice.
I think you got it, Will.
might be it.
Spain.
But it doesn't sound safe after the story I read, because it appears muggings are on the rise in Spain and elsewhere in Europe, so much so that people are being mugged in broad daylight in parks. And this is all finally coming to light because Shakira, you guys know Shakira, right? There she is. And her 8-year-old son, Milan, were vacationing in Barcelona, were mugged, with the assailants grabbing her bag and running into the woods. And here is Shakira's IG story she posted, where she is frantically describing the attack. She's showing her bag. It's all ripped up. There's some pigs for some reason. Okay.
What was with the boars?
Yeah, it's weird.
There's boars again.
I don't know why there's boars at the end of the video. Anyway, translation: look at how 2 wild boar. I believe boar is derogatory Spanish term for gypsy, and wild boar is just a meaner way of saying it. And she says, look at how 2 wild boar, which attacked me in the park, have left my bag. They were taking my bag to the woods with my mobile phone in it. Shakira said they destroyed everything. As you can see, Shakira was able to recover the bag with these wild boar ripped to shreds. In the video, she then turns to her son and says, Milan, tell the truth. Say how your mommy stood up to the wild boar. So dangerous move, standing up to these gypsies like Shakira did. Thank God she survived.
And then she put the picture of the boar in.
Yeah,
herself?
yeah. And
the
again,
animal, the boar, but not the gypsy boar.
I'm almost positive boar is a derogatory term for gypsy in Spanish. And
well, it means a drunk for sure. That's
right. Yeah, wild boar.
Boorish
wild
behavior, right? That's
exactly. So these attacks are on the rise. From the article, wild boar attacks have been on the rise across Europe for years. Even the news is using this term. They have really had.
Like they're talking about hogs there. I mean,
you think? I don't know. They have really had enough of these gypsies, I guess, with the Spanish police receiving 1,187 calls related to wild boar disturbances in 2016 alone. It seems the pigs. Wait a minute, I think you guys might be onto something. I think they are talking about actual not gypsies. Yeah. It seems the pigs are drawn to big cities like Barcelona, where they're attracted to food scraps. Okay, they're definitely talking about pigs. And the trash that residents throw away. So
wait,
she was attacked by boars. She was mugged by boars.
By wild boars?
Yeah, she was attacked by wild boars.
Gypsies go through trash. Are we sure? I'm back on
they
the
do.
gypsies.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure,
Remember, it could be the gypsies too. Remember, there was this wild boar in Germany. Remember the park that was being terrorized by wild boars. So they're moving.
He stole the nudist's laptop.
Yeah, the nudist. Yeah, exactly, the nude park. So the wild boars are moving through Europe. They're just mowing it down.
Oh no,
they're taking everybody.
They got to get control of that.
You'd say they're caravanning around Europe.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
oh
like
my gosh!
Yeah. Are they in cahoots?
I don't know. Yeah, these might be boars trained by gypsies.
Yeah, gypsies' pets.
Yeah, well, they say, you ever watch the original Wolfman? It was gypsies traveling around, and they were werewolves. What if the boars could bite you and turn you into a pig man?
They're shapeshifters.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows?
It's a dangerous situation.
They confuse me. Yeah. Anyway, she's okay, though. Next, let's go to a Florida man story. Not just any Florida man, a new Florida man and hunter of bad guys, Dwayne, dog the bounty hunter, Chapman himself. Pat covered the story on Wednesday. We told you the dog joined the hunt for Gabby Petito's killer, Brian Laundrie, and was setting up shop in Florida. And it seems, by all his accounts, he's doing better than the FBI. Finding this guy, over 1,000 tips. I tried to call the tip line, but it was busy. Called like 5 times, was trying to get a recording of it. It was busy all the time, so I couldn't do that. He went as far as hiring a private canine search team to scope out a tip that Laundrie was on Egmont Key, which is a wildlife refuge just south of the Fort DeSoto Park. There it is in the blue. You guys, that's the Egmont Key. There's a closer up.
That is
for
remote.
You guys. Yeah, it's very remote. It's
off in the ocean.
Right.
What's that cost, Wes?
What's that?
Did you
Egmont.
look at the price on that?
I think it's government owned.
Okay.
Yeah. So where Wednesday dog taunted Brian Laundrie with the banner. Pat, I couldn't remember if you showed the banner. If it says "Aloha Brian Laundrie," dog.
No, I didn't.
He just flew that around.
Did dog fly that, or did somebody else, or was
someone else? Dog had it done.
That's a little cocky by dog that Brian Laundrie would just know it's that dog. Like,
yeah, it is.
Isn't that a little presumptuous by dog?
Who else goes by dog?
Like an actual dog, like his dog,
Oh,
like,
right.
like a family dog.
He's like,
I
the
don't know,
hounds
like-
are on to me.
Yeah, like
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's a little presumptuous.
I hope Laundrie gets caught by dog and has no idea who he is.
Dog like calls Brian Laundrie and he gets him on the phone. He's like, "It's me," and he doesn't say his name. He pulled the "It's me" on him.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
$2,000 down the drain.
Yeah. Yeah. So during that search of Egmont Key with Fox News following him, dog claims to have come across.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Fox News is following.
Yeah.
The dog show got canceled, so he just
No, he works for Fox now.
he's just launching a show via Fox News now.
Yeah.
He's a smart man.
You're not gonna find anyone with a fucking camera crew behind
Fox is really just taking advantage of the fact that he still doesn't have a studio himself, so they're just doing the dog show for now.
Yes.
you.
It's
Just doing a dog show.
It's
They're
a
smart.
tit for tat. It's a tit for tat relationship, and dog's gonna get a new show.
Yes. Yes. It's amazing. If he comes with Laundrie, he'll get whatever he wants. Anyway, he claims to have come across what he thinks might have been a fresh campsite occupied by Brian Laundrie. And here's the Fox News. Where did it go? Fuck, I don't know if I loaded it. God damn it. You guys can see it in the notes there. It says fresh bite, and it's got a picture of a guy holding a gold Monster Energy drink. And it says, dog the bounty hunter just found in the hunt for Brian Laundrie as K9 team Island hops in pursuit. So they think that, Brian Laundrie, maybe it was Brian Laundrie, maybe it was one of the other millions of people that drink Monster Energy
of course,
drinks.
it was Brian Laundrie,
like,
and he
water
brought
down there.
monsters in his backpack for 6 weeks.
Our Australian buddy Rick Holt in the Discord said, "What are the odds that was just dog's monster?"
Probably
There it is.
Probably very high.
70%.
100%.
Yeah. So, I mean, might as well have been a Bud Light can,
His dog's like, he drinks the same brand of Monster as me.
Yeah.
It's about the only thing I got in common with this
Gonna be
Brian
a
Laundrie
Formidable
character.
opponent.
He's taunting me.
So no positive ID came from the can. They're handling without gloves all over the place. So we're definitely rooting for dog if he catches Laundrie. It'll be the greatest thing since
That's a
like
great
Miracle,
point. They were
Miracle
just
on the
holding
Hudson.
it with their hands. What
Yeah,
the
they're
hell?
just messing up. This is the problem with dog.
It's because
this
it's
is
not
what he
Brian's
does.
monster.
No, it's not.
They knew
It's
it
not.
was.
Yes.
See, like that's the best part about like Fox is being corrupted to tweet that as news because they're now taking over.
They got the
Dog
dog
Bounty
show.
Hunter show.
Yeah, they got the dog show.
They're crushing in ratings.
Quick, just crush up my monster and throw it on the ground. We got to show him something.
Yeah. Well,
What's
they made
his-
sure to.
What's his assistant's name? Like Lyle?
Oh no, his son was the guy with the ponytail,
Right.
Landry.
yeah, the
or-
skinny-
He's
the
always
skinny
got
guy.
names. He's always got names for everybody. He's like, nah, take a picture of this monster.
Yeah.
Leland Chapman.
Leland,
Leland,
yeah, his son, yeah. Anyway,
Youngblood.
we're hoping that dog does catch him. Finally, as requested by many of you out there, we have to go to
shouldn't we be hoping the FBI catches him? I mean, well, sure.
anyone catch him. We want dog to catch him.
Sure, but then I feel like the
think-
FBI has to be taken away. You have to get rid of it.
Look, guilty pleasure, of course, I want dog to catch him. I think it would probably be best if the FBI caught him, but yeah.
Guys, let's not forget why Dog is
Let's just
famous
catch
in the
him.
first place. Dog broke international laws to catch Andrew Luster, right? That's why Dog's famous, because he went and did something that
he works outside the rules.
Right. The FBI could have done, but weren't like legally allowed to do.
Well, hey, then let that dog hunt.
Right.
Listen, if it's just Dog being a citizen arrest, here you go, FBI. That's good. That's good. It's like he's not part of the official team, so he can't really fuck it up, right?
They love to take claim for those too, the FBI, but unfortunately, Dog's a little too. They can't really take. Yeah.
Right. You'd have to get rid of the FBI. I'm saying you'd have to just get rid of the whole entire thing. If Dog finds Laundrie, they're on such a cold streak. If Dog finds Laundrie before them, that you just got to get. They're gone.
You'd have to take some cuts.
Get them out of here.
You'd have to take some budget cuts in some departments there, probably.
Yeah.
No, just wholesale. Just start over. Start a different agency with a different name that does the federal investigations, because the FBI can't do it. If Dog finds
now they're
going
to come after us, because that's what they do. They come after.
I don't give a
people
fuck.
shit.
Look,
The
they're not
FBI.
going to do well coming after anybody.
Do your job, the FBI. Yeah.
They might be onto something. We
haven't FOIA'd ourselves yet. We got to do that next week.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
let's
on
do
my
it
to-do
now.
list.
Now it'll be on there. Finally, as requested by many of you out there, we have to go to Michigan for one of the saddest things I've ever covered on this show. I want you to meet 57-year-old Gregory Jarvis. There he is at the Blue Water Inn in Caseville, Michigan on September 13th when he played the Club Keno add-on game, the Jack, and hit the jackpot $45,000. So,
Hey, yo.
yeah. Whoa. I
Big
mean,
day for him.
what a dream, right? Yeah. What a dream. He's been going there every day. He's a super nice guy. That's where he hangs out, has some beers after work. The inn's owner says he comes in, every day. And a week after winning the jackpot, he returned, bought everyone drinks. Just a real gem of a human. After winning the jackpot, though, Gregory learned that he had lost his Social Security card and needed it to cash that jackpot. So he held on to the Keno ticket in his wallet. He ordered a new Social Security card so he could cash his jackpot. Just waited a couple weeks. So far, so good, right? Nice guy, just won $45K. Here's where things get fucked up. Last week, when Gregory didn't show up as usual to the inn for beers, then his boss came in and said he wasn't at work either. People became worried. Then, on Friday, a resident on a walk reported that a fucking body washed up ashore next to a boat, which was later determined to be Greg's boat and Greg's body. Yeah.
Right after he won the fucking jackpot?
Right after he won the jackpot. He won the lottery. Then, according to police, quote, "We think that he was tying up his boat, slipped and fell, hit his head, and that's where he ended up in the water, and he drowned." And they found the fucking lotto ticket still in his wallet with his body. So no foul play is suspected. Otherwise, they might have
close to his heart.
I mean, holy fuck!
That's terrible.
That's terrible. It's just the worst thing I've ever heard. I've had fantasies about like winning the lottery, like when I go home to visit my parents in Virginia, and like having to go back to like cash the lottery ticket in Virginia from Texas. There's no way I'm flying. I'm driving on the more dangerous roads. Just because I just have those thoughts. Like I'm a psycho. I don't know what.
Right. That sounds like a sharks versus humans bite thing. You should probably do the sharks route. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird thought to have, Wes. You already
that's really
you've
bizarre,
already
Wes.
planned winning the lottery and then not taking a flight home because it would crash.
Absolutely.
That's insane. That's the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Welcome to my world.
I don't want to get in my head, bro.
You really don't.
Poke around in there.
You really don't. So the inn owner said he was planning to take that money and go see his sister and his dad in North Carolina, and now the ticket's been turned over to his relatives to claim. So, at least someone gets the money from his family, but my God, that's just a fucking
reversal of fortune in the
worst luck I've ever heard in my life.
Terrible.
So, rest in peace. You want to do let's just do a moment of silence for
let's do a moment of
Gregory.
silence.
Wait, he went Keno, right?
Yeah.
Jackpot.
Okay.
Yeah, the add-on.
Okay.
I think that's
yeah. Guys, every year, U.S. businesses waste over $400 billion. That's $400 billion because bad writing causes confusion, misses the mark, or just takes too long to get to the point. On the flip side, better writing also helps businesses win and impress customers, enhance brand perception, improve internal communication, and strengthen relationships with critical partners. Better, faster writing means better business, which is why your team needs WordTune for Teams. Going way beyond simple spelling and grammar correction, WordTune is the only AI-powered writing tool that understands meaning, offering writing suggestions that help anyone achieve clear and compelling writing. I was wondering how this was going to work, so of course they gave us some to try. It's amazing. I use it in my other business when I want to sound smart. Writing to brides, want to sound a little different than everyone else. They suggest how to use different words. They suggest just better punctuation. It's actually really fucking great tool to use if you're doing a lot of writing. So I highly recommend it.
Makes you look smart.
Oh, it makes you look super smart. Absolutely, you can really stand out with it. So. Yeah. When can your team use WordTune? Well, right now. WordTune improves performance on any project. Everything from internal emails to press releases, sales outreach, to customer service support, and so much more. You can use WordTune anywhere you're writing online, including Google Docs, Slack, Outlook Web, and WhatsApp. You can try WordTune for free at wordtune.com/hardfactor. And if you're looking to elevate your entire team's writing, yeah, you are. Our listeners can get a discount for their entire team today at wordtune.com/hardfactor. WordTune improves writing efficiency up to 4 times. Better, faster writing means better business. So start writing with WordTune at wordtune.com/hardfactor.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, guys. We're going to get into voicemails and reviews here in just 1 second. But before we do, let's talk about the most comfortable shorts and pants in the world.
Please.
That's Bird Dogs. I'm wearing the Bird Dogs right now, and you don't need any underwear in the shorts. I'm enjoying my time in them. They're extremely comfortable. I sometimes I forget that they're on. They're that comfortable. Obviously, most of you know about Bird Dogs. They've been with us for a while now, and a lot of you have definitely bought Bird Dogs, so I'm preaching to the choir. For the people that don't know, you might want to go to birddogs.com and check out the most comfortable shorts and pants in the world. The pants you can get.
Pat's got the pants there.
Oh, you got the pants up? Beautiful. The pants you can get with or without the liner. The shorts come with the liner, so you don't need underwear on the shorts. Look at those things. They look great. Those look great. The pants, it's come to be pants season now, and you can wear them out to the bars. You can wear them golfing. You can wear them to church. You can wear them to
on live. Look at that.
Anywhere. You can wear them on a walk because they're very comfortable.
Great for golf.
Yeah, absolutely. They're great for everything. Anyways, birddogs.com. They stole Lululemon's designer, and then the Lululemon designer started working for them and making the most comfortable outfits you can fucking find. And if you don't know, if you're not wearing Bird Dogs, you're an idiot, basically. So go to birddogs.com. You can get a free whistle ball. Those are those footballs that you can throw over a mountain. And Pat and I threw it in the ocean this summer. We were playing 500 with the whistle ball for like an hour and a half. It was a fantastic time. So if you go to birddogs.com and you type in code FACTOR, you get a free whistle ball when you also get the most comfortable shorts and pants in the world. So just go to birddogs.com and enter that code FACTOR.
Nice.
I don't even remember if I put on pants, but I'm wearing. I put them on there. I'm wearing the Bird Dogs. Thought maybe I was wearing nothing at all.
So comfortable.
It feels like you're wearing nothing at all, honey. Am I wearing nothing at all?
But for real, but these got that stretch stuff, right? So like, you know what I'm talking about? Like,
oh yeah.
Oh,
I know.
Especially if you're a big thighed gentleman like myself.
Yeah, you got them thighs. Don't matter. They got you covered. All right, let's do. We're gonna do voicemails first, and we'll end with reviews. Okay.
Let's do it.
See if this plays. Let me know if this plays. It's a multi-part process. Here we go. Give me a thumbs up or not.
Hey guys, this is Alan from West Virginia. I'm actually currently in the middle of listening to Tuesday episode, but I had to call in and say that I completely agree with Wes. I think that people start Halloween and Christmas and God knows what else celebrations way too early. Like, I'm with Wes, 1 month only. Don't even put up anything until the leaves start thinking about changing colors. Starbucks, goodness, they've had pumpkin spice lattes since August. Like, it's all too much. We need to cut it back. I think it diminishes the value of the holiday if we're celebrating it for 20% of the year. But thanks, and have a great fucking day.
Okay,
hey, man.
Well,
I mean, great
good
voice.
You'd have to celebrate it for 2.5 months then.
Well, good news for Alan and Wes. It's October 1st. Are we allowed to have fun yet, guys? Or
Yeah, now
right.
you can.
Now we can? Okay, thanks.
Humbug.
Okay.
Thanks, Alan and Wes. That's nice of you. It's October 1st, so just get over
You
it.
guys hate holidays?
Yeah, we reached
I said
we
October
reached the
was fine.
threshold of assholes to enjoy
I said October's fine.
fall.
Control
Cool.
freaks, man.
Psychos.
Yeah, you can put your skeleton in your front yard now.
Let's tell people when they can have fun. Yeah.
You can put your giant web in your front yard now.
Yeah. And your fun is ruining my potential.
I love to
fun.
think about what was that
caller's
caller's
wrong
name?
with you guys?
What was that caller's name, Mark?
Alan.
I love thinking about Wes and Alan just like peering out their front window and getting so pissed off about decorations going.
Listen, Halloween is a little different than Christmas.
Tombstones up. He's putting the tombstones up.
No, I took a walk and there was like 4 witches around a fucking cauldron in somebody's front yard. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Let's put Alan
it's
and
not
Wes
October
on
1st.
The worst text chain of all time.
It wasn't.
Just sending texts of people's decorations. Can you believe this?
Just the party pooper thread. Yeah,
it's all over the sidewalk. I could barely walk over here.
That was a fun
Last time I checked, it was late September. Yep, late September.
Tell me what date the calendar says.
Better put up the zombie hanging from a noose from the house, the garage.
Now I guess your mind does a 180 and it's okay because it's October 1st. So
now it's fine. Yeah,
you guys are in luck.
So. It's not 20% of the year.
Good for you guys.
Like Alan said.
Okay,
gotta keep it 10 or below.
It's a little weird.
We got a couple in a row here from Big Hive members, longtime listeners from California, from Bakersfield, and maybe in that area. Colin and Otis got together one night this week and left us a couple.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me see.
Got together in person.
First, I have to add it. I don't know. I think they might have, or it was like a video chat thing. But let's see. You be the judge.
Boys, it's Colin from California. So I was on the Discord chat on Friday with Pat. And Pat was telling me and Otis about the movie Big. Neither one of us had seen it. So today, me and Otis both watched Big. And we have come to the realization that that movie does... Otis, real quiet.
This is a remote get-together.
Like, the whole entire thing, we've come to a realization that Chet Hanks got his inspiration on who to be off of Tom Hanks' character in Big. And that's why Chet Hanks is such a shady person, is because of that movie. But that's what we've come to the realization. But
I mean, that's deep. It's
possible. That's fucking stupid.
They didn't like Big.
They thought that Tom Hanks acted like a jackass when he got big, which I mean, like that's part of the point of the movie, I think, right?
Yeah, but he was immature, yeah.
Right.
Because the movie affects you emotionally, which is the point of making films, doesn't mean that you need to then say that the movie sucks, which is
they're not going to knock me off Big. I love Big, so.
Big's amazing. I liked Pig too. I didn't think they needed Nicolas Cage for Pig personally. I think anyone could have done his role just as well, but
you're wrong about that.
No, I don't think so.
Well, back to Big. It is good, but let's see if they turn it around. Let's see if they had more fun on the second one. All right, here we go.
What it is? This is Otis from the Discord, and I'm chilling at 1:30 in the morning with Colin, and we're talking about how much we fucking love the Hive. We are such a fucking great community that fucking loves each other, gets down and vibes on one another. If you are not a member of the Patreon, you better get on it because you are fucking missing out if you are not.
That's a good point.
The voice.
It's a good point.
Yeah, it's a good point. You're obviously not. He's doing like a WWE promo.
Yeah, I love it. Good job.
Nice. Otis is trying out his marketing voice there. Worked pretty good.
Yes, he was.
No, for real, it's great. I mean, like people are partying in the chat all the time. It's awesome.
Yeah,
lots of new friends being made in there.
People definitely friends are being made.
Also they got a direct flight. You guys see Bakersfield to Reno, so I'm gonna have to get up with those Bakersfield boys.
Oh shit!
You might have a party on your hands.
Check your health insurance plan before you.
Oh, it's a short flight too. That's probably like 15 minutes. Like that.
I want to up the coverage. Get a rider on your policy.
That one's going to be intense. All right, let's move it along. Thank you, Colin and Otis. Let's play another one. There's 10 total. We're on the 4th.
Nice.
What's up, Hard Factor Boys? Dallas Steve. Talking soccer today.
Oh, Christ.
Right. United, we need to get our first win off the stride.
So we still have one.
Let's do it. Head into the 2-week international break. Enough said. Second thing actually was a tailor-made story for the Hard Factor boys that you missed on Wednesday. In the UEFA Champions League, an all-time recent upset, a team from Moldova called FC Sheriff Tiraspol. They beat Real Madrid, the all-time Champions League winner. And they not only beat them, they were like a plus 2,700 underdog. They're also from a part of Moldova that's called Transnistria, and it's a breakaway state. You can read all about it online. It's very interesting. But just the highlight, their name is Sheriff. Their symbol is like a sheriff's star, and they're from a breakaway republic that some call a mafia state, famous for gun running involving Russians, Ukrainians, Moldovans, etc. Seems like a tailor-made story for the Hard Factor boys to look into. Their next Champions League game is against Inter Milan in 3 weeks, I believe.
Squad.
So something to pay attention to.
Inter's got to win that.
Tidbit I thought you guys would enjoy.
They got to beat the gun runners.
AKGFD and MOT. Let's go Leeds.
There you go.
Okay.
MOT, let's go Leeds.
So
Thank
he
you,
kind
Dallas
of glossed
Dave.
over Leeds. Yeah, thank you.
He was depressed. We got to get off the schneid. That was the same thing he said last
okay,
week.
they're playing at Watford. I don't even know who Watford is. If they can't win against Watford on Saturday.
That might be, is that a Premier League game against Watford, or is that like the tournament they're in?
It's a community team.
WATFORD. They got to win against Watford.
We're going to get relegated. They're going to get relegated. Leeds is going to
Yeah, they are.
They're getting relegated. But he brings up good points about it was in the Discord, and we glossed over it. It was like plus 2,700 or 2,800, like he said, and they just outright beat Real Madrid, which was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Someone was asleep at the wheel that day, or someone took a little bribe ski.
Ooh,
No, it was just
bribe ski. I like that angle.
The Champions League games kind of sucked this week. They were all low scoring, besides like the Liverpool game. And
Yeah,
then
not many favorites won. There's a couple ties, but all right, moving on. Let's get that win, Dallas Dave. MOT. This one, I think you'll hear. Now we're going to talk about both people, but I think he's using the wrong person's name here. But we'll see. What do you guys think?
What's up, guys? This is Kalen from Maine here. I'm listening to the Friday episode. I don't know what the date is, 24th maybe. And I just got one major question for you guys. Where is intern Cam? Is he not going to be participating in any of the podcasts anymore? I thought Fact Check Fridays was great, and having Cam on the podcast more in general was great. So just missing my boy Cam and wondering where he's been. Would be really cool if he had some kind of spin-off show, like how Half Past with West is a spin-off show.
Ooh.
Anyways, have a great fucking day and happy Friday.
There you go. I think he meant Bubba.
I don't know if he did, because intern Cam was the one who did Fact Check Friday.
Yeah,
with Bubba.
true.
But Cam was very, very rarely on the pod in general, but maybe he meant Cam. Cam is our OG intern, right? And he has appeared on many shows, but not in the past year really. He's and Bubba has what used to produce the show and used to be on almost every day, right? So both Cam and Bubba have gotten jobs. They're growing up. We talk with Bubba and Cam and intern Patricia, the three original interns for Hard Factor, daily on a text thread related to news. We share news stories, and we talk to them probably 50 times a day. But in terms of the show, interesting question. I think there's a new opportunity with 40 or 50 interns applied, Pat, where we might have to assemble a ground team. We're trying to figure this out, and we might have
Thinking about calling it a league.
a league,
Legion,
and we might see if Bubba, who's a pledge master, could wrangle up the pledges. I don't know what you want to do there, but we're still in communications with them. They're just not available to do the shows kind of at the evening time.
Yeah, on an everyday basis. Yeah.
After a long day.
So that'll all change up, but potentially you could get Cam or Bubba, if that's who you meant, to do some kind of content. I'm sure once they, figure out their schedules and let us know. And
Cam makes more money than we do now, so.
Yeah, a lot more money than us, for sure.
Yeah.
Patricia's got
your ground floor on
job.
this underground news podcast that's successful, but not so successful where we can afford to pay.
We can't
anyone
poach lawyers
other
off of their law firms
than ourselves.
Notice the shitty paint in my house, and just these were on sale. The cues.
I mean, I'm faking it till I make it, because I just redid my background and it's immaculate.
But
this is $1 million.
Long story short, we're about to have a whole legion of people, and Cam and Bubba and Patricia we're all still on great terms with. So
I want to figure out
whole
how
crew.
I love the idea of Bubba pledge mastering the interns.
I love it too. We haven't talked to him. I hope he's listening, and I hope he hears this because I'll text him tomorrow about it. But I think Bubba would whip him into shape.
Yeah.
He's a born bosser or rounder. Like that's really when he thrives best, is when you put him in a position of authority.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I think he'll be excited. We'll see. All right. Let's do another. We got like 4 or 5 more.
I'm going to rile him up before the meetings, too, getting real mad.
Yeah.
Send him in there like an angry dog.
No, you just make up like lies about the new interns. Be like, so-and-so sent me a text. He said, you're acting like a real dick, Bubba. Just rile him up.
He's going to get 90% to quit the first day.
Yeah.
Bows and toes, everybody.
Like Jerry the Navy SEALs ringing the bell.
And I don't know if this is a direct quote, but Jerry said that maybe you could use some PT.
Oof. Yeah, we're going to get him riled. All right, let's play another one.
Good morning. It's Jake from Arkansas. First off, YouTube/Hard Factor, or follow the guys on TikTok. This pod's great. You got to see Will in his Matrix sunglasses and the Wario hat. You got to see Wes mouth breathing in front of the camera. You got to see Pat's soft smile. And you got to see Mark sitting about 2 inches away from his webcam. First question. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Keep it up. First question. Here in Arkansas State and the University of Arkansas have a big brother, little brother relationship. A-State fans hate Arkansas fans. I went to Arkansas State, but I'm a fan of both, which is, I'm kind of in the minority, believe it or not.
Wow, Red Wolves.
How do y'all feel about in-state rivalries, and should in-state teams play each other? U of A blocked playing Arkansas State for the longest time, and it's coming in 2025. That's it, I believe.
Oh, he cut out. Have a great fucking day, he's trying to say.
Nice one.
I love in-state rivalries, and I hate UVA. I went to Virginia Tech. I think in-state rivalries are excellent for the sport, and I think it's easy to get worked up over.
That one is a little bit different, VT versus UVA, because they're in the same like level. Arkansas State's definitely like Arkansas's in the SEC, and Arkansas State I think is in like Conference USA or the Sun Belt or something.
That might make it a little different, but I mean,
they're not the same level as schools in terms of like the caliber of play. It reminds me of LSU versus Louisiana Tech, which there's no rivalry. I don't think there should be much of a rivalry.
But that's an interesting point, though, Will, because like I feel like UVA VT, right? That's the one we knew growing up that we're talking about, right? Like, those are on par, right? And then what you're talking about, Will, is like, LSU and anyone essentially in the state, which is usually like, game one of the season against a, FBS.
Well, I'd say Louisiana Tech, because Arkansas State's actually a pretty good program, like Louisiana Tech, or Tulane or ULL or something like that.
I guess it depends on the state, because Oklahoma State, huge rivalry, both the same thing.
Arkansas should always crush Arkansas State because they're such a bigger school.
I guess it just depends on the state and what their programs are at. Like, there are some states where you pretty much have to be rivals.
California is a big one.
I bet that there's a cool scenario somewhere in America that we're not thinking of, where you have a powerhouse in the state and you have a team that is not a powerhouse but once was on the same level as the powerhouse, and that's where I think a cool in-state rivalry comes from, right? Like versus LSU running over UL Lafayette or something like that, or UL.
Yeah, I mean, it would have to be in a small state. I'm trying to think of the.
I'm sure it exists
because Arkansas is good.
Tech. 6 years ago? Like, that happens
for sure, and that's a rivalry. I did not like that when that happened. JMU, continues to talk about it 15 years later.
It's a big deal.
I think that in-state rivalries are.
It was 15 years
good.
ago. Yeah,
it was 15 years ago.
They're great, and you always want to beat another team in state. I just think that Arkansas is such a bigger program than Arkansas State currently. Football, at least, that it's like, I don't know if the Arkansas guys are going to get up for it as much as the Arkansas State guys.
And if you're not
angry
at your interstate rival, then you're probably good for you, right? Like,
that's a great game for Arkansas State. Really, I mean, that's
well, they're having a good year in general with football.
I'm just saying they don't have nothing really to win.
You think they're going to win again this week? Will, don't they play?
No, I think the 18.5 is a big spread for a team that's playing that good.
Okay. Is it Alabama they're playing, or who are they playing?
Georgia,
that's right, yeah. Okay, we'll see. Okay, a couple more, 3 or 4 more. Let's do it.
What's going on, Hard Factor boys? Gil, Cincinnati. Just heard, actually just had to pause the pod. Heard Pat talking shit about mail carriers. trying to get a signature from mail carriers. I'm a UPS guy. Let me tell you, boys, there's nothing I fucking hate more than having to get a fucking signature from somebody. I'd rather just run up, put it on your goddamn porch, maybe hide it. You want us to hide it? You leave us a little note, tell us where you want it,
She
we'll put
likes
it there.
hiding them.
Be on my way. I fucking hate having to get a signature. All right, boys. That's all I got. Hard Factor. That's it.
I don't blame you, man.
Hell yeah, that's
Good
the
on
worst
you.
part.
Fuck
Yeah.
that shit, bro.
That was an interesting day, Pat, because you went at postal workers, and then some postal workers agreed with you, and others really disagreed with you. So that was quite a comment.
I think
it was impressive.
every postal worker felt my words come over them like a wave of truth washing.
No, you were like the Trump of postal workers, because some of them were like, fuck yeah, and then the other ones were like, fuck that guy. Like, yeah.
Polarizing.
I'm just about what was that caller's name?
I think Kale. He broke up in the beginning.
I'm about that because
Cal.
I can't think of any time that having to sign for package has ever been good, and it's never your decision.
No,
but there's been times where you've been waiting on something, and then you come back to your house or your office, and it's not there.
It's on both ends.
Why isn't
yes.
it here?
It's also
like
awkward for the receiver to sign it. Yeah.
He doesn't want to come to the door.
It's
You
the
don't want to
company
sign
policy. They don't want to get sued or have to refund it.
Really, the thing is, you just got to tell people to never send you something you have to sign for.
Yeah, and I like his thing about how he likes to hide it. He's probably really good at hiding packages. Like maybe just do more of that, like a little Easter egg thing. Like, oh, you want me to hide it behind the fake rock?
You know, the one thing I get upset about is if somebody puts a package directly in front of the screen door.
Yeah,
they know you can't open that fucking screen door.
That's when that's when you know they're having a bad day.
That's when you know that's an
day.
annoyance. That's like, hey man, come on, just put it to the side.
All right, let's move it on. Here we go. Oh.
Pig got nominated for 2 Oscars, by the way.
Pig was great.
It's a
I
solid
love Pig.
movie. Solid movie.
I liked it. I think Cage did a good job. Here we go.
What's up, Hard Factor boys? This is Bart, B-A-R-T, not Mark, Bart from Missouri. So I called you last week and you thought I was Mark. No, still Bart from Missouri.
Okay.
You
say so, Bart.
That
the welder.
I want to hear what Mark has to say.
This is the welder.
And trust me, I totally get it. Mosquitoes at rehab, yeah, they can't give you AIDS or anything like that. I don't care if they scientifically can or scientifically can't. It's an illogical fear, but it didn't matter because when them things were near me, I was scared of them. Anyway, letting you guys know, Bart from Missouri, not Mark. Same dude that's been calling in. This wasn't just some random dude calling in saying, "Oh, I've been having fun calling you guys." Nope, same dude.
Okay, it was you, Bart.
Love you guys. Talk to you later.
Okay, so Bart is the welder who called when he had the welding mask on. He asked
Sorry,
about the
couldn't
most
understand
dangerous
your
insects.
fucking welding helmet.
Well, hang on. Hang on. Keep talking for a second. There's a follow up. He sent a.
Good.
Follow-up.
He says that it was an illogical fear, sort of like Wes's fear of dying in a plane crash after winning the Lotto, of the infected mosquitoes who are by the rehab facility.
It's not illogical. It's like, I mean,
No, it's very logical because it's more likely to die from the mosquito. But Bart, here's the follow up for Bart.
Bart started it.
Quiet down, Bart.
Bart, just get out of here.
Bart, go to your room.
Yeah, go to your room, Bart.
There you go.
All right, Bart. No,
Bart.
I mean, appreciate the call, Bart.
Yeah.
Now we know it's Bart, though. We've been calling him Mark from Missouri for how long? Probably a long
I guess
time
too
now.
long.
Yeah.
Mark does have a point, though, about the mosquitoes.
Yeah. Bart. All right, one last one here. Let's see.
right.
Last one, and then we'll do a couple quick reviews. Here we go.
What up, Gorilla Dicks? Low Life Louie here. A suggestion and a question here. First off, I'm catching up to a couple of episodes, and I was dying laughing when y'all were going through the Friday the 24th episode on reading the Facebook comments that you guys have been receiving on some of your videos, and I think that should be a weekly section where you bash on people like Donna. Not on my watch. That was fucking hilarious. So I would love to see more of that. And then my question is, No Shave November's coming up. So what are you boys thinking? What's the hype thinking? Will, it'd be awesome to have you rock a beard again. And then also I'm curious to see what Mark, Will, and, Pat would look like throughout the month. And I'm down to take part in that with you guys as well. So anyway, have a great fucking day, Gorilla Dicks. Send in the car if you're not already a Patreon member, and have a great fucking day again. All right, peace.
What a call. What a call from Louie.
Yeah.
Gorilla dick motherfucker.
Do you guys
we need to do more
not shave?
Sure, we need to do more of everything he talked about. Gorilla Dicks as a comment, more.
Bring back Gorilla Dicks. It's a keeper.
More comments making fun of us that we read out loud. That is great.
Oh, I got that covered, Will.
Oh, it's coming up? Good.
Oh, it's coming up.
And then also, what is No Shave November? We did Movember in the past. That's
what it is. It's the same thing.
The mustache came from
it's
Movember.
for male cancer. Yes,
Okay.
yes. It's related to male cancer. It's been around for at least a decade. It started with like mustaches and stuff, but I think No Shave November is the same thing as Movember. It's similar. It's to bring awareness to male cancers, and you can either start clean shaven. I'm not sure the rules, but basically once November starts, you can't shave. Like wherever you're at, you're not supposed to shave in November.
You know what? I'm not going to shave off the mustache because here's the deal. I had a full beard since I was like 18 years old. And when I went to the mustache, it was a change. I like it. I still like the mustache. I don't think I could ever take off all the way at this point. I've had facial hair now for like 2 decades.
What if we made rules? We'll take it offline, but I think we should do something. And like, you can probably start it wherever you want, clean shaven or not. You can definitely start not clean shaven. Like I'm planning on trimming it down to like a 3 and just letting it get bushy in November.
Right.
But maybe you could do that with a mustache and just let your mustache get like real walrusy, like Andy Reid's type deal.
Yeah, especially if it's for charity.
You guys in, all of you?
You think it's the mustache that makes Andy Reid look like a walrus?
Well, I mean the weight too.
He was just in the hospital, Pat. Too soon. He was just taken to the hospital.
Do you think he went to the hospital? I was wondering this.
He had half a sandwich lodged.
Do you think he went to the hospital as a distraction from the fact that he was about to sign Josh Gordon? Like he didn't want to get any shit. He didn't want to get any shit.
You think he was meeting Josh Gordon in the hospital?
No, like he didn't want to get any shit in the papers. Yeah, it's true. But he didn't want to get any shit in the papers about hiring Josh Gordon, so he's like, "I'm gonna build up the sympathy, go to the hospital first."
I think
and
maybe
then they
he's
can't
just
get me shit
signing
about
Josh Gordon, put a little too much pressure on his heart. Well,
this guy's gonna fucking break the rules again. I know it.
I think he's all right. Let's move it on to reviews and. To start them, before we get into the 5-star reviews, let's do a little bit of what Louis was asking for, a little self-deprecation about making fun of us on Facebook. So Deborah Baker, we're going to go back to the Gabby Petito one.
Perfect.
Deborah Baker says, you all seem to be enjoying making things as a joke. Maybe you're no better in the mind than Brian. She's talking about Brian Laundrie. A beautiful young girl is gone, and you all joke about everything. Arlene Minucci says, Deborah Baker, who's joking? You are so wrong. And then Cindy Klein, no one responds to her. Cindy Klein just goes back to Deborah Baker. This is all caps. This is no joke. Brian killed his girlfriend. Gabby and people think we should be nice and talk more sensitive about Brian and his parents. Hell no. They all deserve to go to hell. Brian for killing Gabby and his parents for helping him escape from the police officers and FBI agents. I hope the 3 of them burn in hell.
Cindy's got our backs.
Well, Cindy's just enraged by the whole
She's
situation.
mad. Right.
She's raged. So then Deborah responds to Cindy because she didn't want to respond to Arlene, who was like bringing up a good point that it was just a video. And then Deborah responds to Cindy and says, that is so right, Cindy. None of it is something to joke about. As for that monster, Brian, he will get his dues. If not here, God will take care of him.
Wait, but Cindy just agreed with us.
No, she said it's no joke.
Cindy didn't even see the video. She just
says it's no joke. Yeah. Cindy didn't see the video. Wes is right. And Deborah only responded to Cindy because Arlene watched the video and was like, who's joking? Like, watch the video. Deborah and Cindy are off on their own. And Cindy
love how Deborah spent like a whole week just trying to drum up negative comments about us.
And then one last one. Dina Pop Mitchum says, do you guys know any words other than 4-letter words? Guys.
Yeah. Laundry and Petito.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
And Dog the Bounty Hunter. Boom. That's a lot of words.
Place.
Jism.
Yeah. Cunts, plural. Just add it, pluralize it. All right, let's get into the 5-star reviews. We have 7 of them this week. Thank you. That's a good amount. First one, calling all bubble boat captains from Heffen. Snagged the lady's phone to post a review after we both were cracking up about the bubble boat story.
Yes.
Love you guys. Thanks for keeping us all laughing through the news. They're going to need a lot of bubble boat captains to get rid of hurricanes.
I was hoping that the bubble boat captains would be a thing. Like, bubble boat captain is cool. Like
bubble boat,
dumbest idea of all time, but the coolest job ever. If we could all just be bubble boat captains to save the world, like wouldn't that that'd be a great thing?
I would want nothing more to work as a bubble on a bubble boat and just play bubble butt all day. Just
bubble butt.
Yeah, it'd be great. Anyways,
it'd be awesome.
Next one, good review from B Shafe. Must listen pod for men. There we go. No shave November. Fellas, we all go through a lot of sensitive men's health issues that we don't like to talk about, but this pod changes it all. It's a panel of 4 experts ranging from proctologists to mental health experts to urologists, always giving great insight to us men too proud to express our issues. They cover men's hair loss, mental health, and as the name of the podcast suggests, ED. Guys, you got to start listening and calling their voicemail line, 512-270-1480, with any private issues you're experiencing.
Yeah, we'll address anything.
Yeah,
it's a great point. I think he's actually making fun of us for being willing to hawk any type of health product. But yes, point
nice. You know what? I did miss one voicemail. I apologize, Wes. You sent it to me.
It's okay.
But this review is definitely from the same person that left the voicemail, and it's word for word what the voicemail was. From I can't. Here it is. From I can't read the name. It's a lot of letters. If I change my review, does it show up as something? And then it says, Will and Biden sitting in a tree, KISSING. And that was the voicemail, too.
Nice. Does he think that's going to, like, really upset me?
I don't think so. I don't know. I think he just wanted to point it out.
It's going to get you dreams.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like talking about the guy, but that's why, we actually used to have a segment called Trump Date when Trump was the president because we talked about him so much. And that's why I went with Around the Hill. Hopefully it encourages me to not only harp on old Sleepy Joe, even though it's pretty good to harp on right now because he's, he makes a lot of headlines.
Yeah.
So,
we're a news show. We're going to talk about him. I think, we keep it light. We keep it funny. As opposed to, yeah, we're all good. I think.
Yeah, a lot of people don't want you talking about Biden these days.
Well, no, it's not that. So you're doing it again. It's more like you're becoming the Pat of how Pat was anti-Trump. You're kind of becoming anti-Biden. It's just the same. I think people are just noticing
balance. It's like the Thanos meme,
it is
right?
Balance. Yeah.
I like the gaffes, but then that's funny.
The gaffes are funny. Yeah. He does a lot of things that are funny.
They're very numerous as well.
It's true. There he is. You got him going, guy who sent that review.
Well, we're on the subject of Trump.
Yeah, here we are. Next one. Hair nicknames. 5 stars. These are all 5 stars. Thank you. If you leave a 5-star review, we will read it. HAGFT is the title. Love you guys. One question listening to Thursday's show. Why is Wes the one doing the wine ad read? Seems funny to me. Anyways, yes. HAGFT.
It's a good question. Wes, go ahead.
I mean, I know what wine tastes like. I still, I used to enjoy wine. So, it's fine. It's not like I'm going to break out a bottle. I mean, I have 8 bottles sitting in my house right now. Actually, I did send the one that I promised I was
empty
going
bottles.
To. Yeah, empty bottles. Yeah.
I think when Wes first got out of treatment, we were very sensitive to what ad partners and whatnot. And then as Wes has gone on his journey, he's gotten more comfortable, I'd say, from my perspective.
It would have triggered me before, but yeah, I'm all good. But thank you for the concern.
Yeah. There you go.
Next we do always check, though. We're not monsters. We're not like, hey, Wes, do this fucking
wine.
They
did. They did ask.
They did
ask
me before hitting record, though. It was
right.
It was 10 seconds before we hit record. We're like, oh shit, do you want to do the wine read? We can switch it. Yeah, it was the last second, but we did check. Next one's from Otis, who you heard on the voicemails earlier, from near Bakersfield, if not in Bakersfield. I forget if Colin's from Bakersfield or Otis. One of them is. But they're near each other. Otis, 45356. Hey, it's Otis from the Discord. Just clocked into work. Was up way too late last night on the chat, but I wouldn't have had it any other way. Thank you, Pat, Mark, and all the Hive members that make it possible, especially Colin. I truly think of you as a brother. If you want more of me rambling, please join the Patreon. Very, very strong bromance going on between Colin.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I
thought that was going a different direction, yeah.
The California Hive is really banding together down there.
I love it.
They are. They're strong. Come step to the California Hive or just join them. Next up, LSX George says, never missed an episode in the last year. Headphones, check. Spotify, check. Hard Factor, check. Listen to this at work every day. They really make you feel a part of something, and you can feel the connection they have. Not some random people with fake smiles for cameras and views. These guys will give it to you straight. I find myself laughing out loud at work sometimes listening. I'm pretty sure my coworkers don't know I have headphones in and think I'm plotting something. Regardless, I'm glad I found this podcast a year ago and will not stop recommending it to people. Thank you. Thanks, guys. I'm thinking about sending in the car soon. Do it. Today's the day, as mentioned at the top of the show.
George.
Today's the day. Come join us in the trivia. And the last review, guys. Subscribe. Abraham, egg and cheese, like a sandwich, I would imagine. Egg and cheese says, 5 stars. Better listen up. Want to hear comedic, non-biased news? ? Listen to Hard Factor. Want deals on wine, paintings, delicious barbecue sauce, comfy shorts, and Nerf whistle balls? ? Listen to Hard Factor. Want all the latest trending on Hunter Biden, China, cryptocurrency, sex robots, or anything else under the sun? ? Listen to Hard Factor. Bonus, want all the hard-hitting sports bets from Dabo to Debalia? There you go. Well, listen to Hard Factor. Go to the Patreon and do not pull those men out. I don't know what that means. Send in the car. I still don't know what you're doing, reading or listening to this. Smash that follow/subscribe button and start your day by cheating on the news. Have a great fucking day. Happy Fit Boy Fall.
Yes. Look, and he also, what he was getting at there, he's saying don't pull out. Why don't you just go ahead and cream pie that patreon.com/hard factor and send
Boris
the car
Johnson
all
style.
the way. Yeah, Boris.
Yeah.
Hit it. Yeah. Just hit it
Okay,
with a
don't
nice
pull out on
sloppy
them.
one.
Yeah,
all
that's-
the
you're
way,
right.
send in the car.
Yeah, leave it in. And he's like Jake the Snaking us.
Be the pivot man in a circle. What the fuck did I just pay $75 for?
Yeah, can we get a refund, Jake?
He was just muttering that part too.
Oh God.
At least when we got Wide Neck to do it, he didn't accuse us of being circle jerk.
What a pro Wide Neck was.
Dude, Wide Neck
did
was
it
pro.
from his bed, shirtless. He did it from his bed. Wide Neck from Florida. Florida Man Fridays. You can catch it on patreon.com/Hard Factor. Check it out. Today's the day to join. Check out the merch.
was a horny episode. You got to get in there. See how
I
horny it
listened to
really
most
was.
of it. And I haven't been wearing pants. And Wes, if you pop by, it's going to take me a long time to answer the door. And we love you guys. We'll see you tonight for trivia. And everyone else that we don't see, have a great fucking weekend.
LSX, you win the wine bottle this week, so
there you go.
Shoot me a DM.
Boom.
Pow.